crazy people. Welcome to a new cozy drop with me. I currently don't really have much time for other stuff, so this is how it goes. And this time I thought I'd do something really crazy and just, do the voiceover while I'm actually working on something. I can't show you footage of the commission I'm currently working on, and for the other commissions I don't have that much footage yet that I can do something with that. And since it's Sunday, I thought I can allow myself to have this one day off and just to do something for fun, do a little bit of sketching and stuff. I have this concept in my head that I'm still brainstorming on. So nothing really fancy today, just a little bit of chatting and sketching. So I have this idea, like some of you might probably have heard of Inktober, the Inktober challenge, and October is already over, of course. By the way, how was your Halloween? Would like to hear that. And yeah, I had this idea for a while to do this little challenge for myself, another kind of challenge where just, that's wrong. Where basically put all the prompts for Inktober into one gigantic illustration. Was always something that sounded like fun to me, and this year the prompts actually line up so perfectly, like they really fit together really well, that I was able to think about a concept that might work quite well. To incorporate every single thing into an entire illustration. And maybe I should zoom in a little bit more. Wait a second. So, one of the prompts is Scarecrow, and I'm kind of divided between this idea and this idea for the character. Like, I thought a Scarecrow would become the character in the illustration, like some kind of creature that just like there's this whole universe kind of developing in my head right now, and I'm not quite sure if these people are also a part of the witch universe that I'm coming up with in my head slowly, or if it's separate, but definitely they're their own kinds of people. Like, they're not actually made out of straw, but they look like it, and most of the prompts really fit to traveling. So I will make him a little adventurer, traveler. And we also have the prompt rhinoceros. And I thought that instead of bringing the normal animal in, I will make some kind of statue that is standing somewhere in the illustration. Some kind of a really ancient kind of sculpture. folk where he is about to discover the runes from. So currently I try to figure out how the statue would look like. One of the things that was the most tricky to me was to figure out what kind of daytime it should be, because actually I would love to have a night scene because I want to make the whole scene a little bit spooky. But there was this one prompt that's the sun, and I'm like, how do I incorporate a sun in that? And then one of my friends from Stuttgart literally told me, well, he could have a little sun patch on his backpack, and I thought this is a really brilliant idea. Or the symbol of the sun can be incorporated somewhere else. So that's an easy solution, actually. Does the chocolate hold something? Some kind of a mix creature. So anyway, how was your Halloween? Mine was quite chill. I was watching a live stream of one of my YouTube friends, and of course they devoured a lot of sweets and other unhealthy things. Something like this. I'm really sorry if I go quiet for a while, once in a while, and just it's really hard to have a conversation but also try to concentrate on drawing ideas. Let's see what I can find. Some ancient statues or something. What could we have? Maybe Inca statues? Okay, it wants to go with the English word. That's great. No, it's not really what I envisioned. Let's see. Yes, something like this. Maybe. I think I'll go with something like that. Oops. Ja, du. I should have put the toenails if I knew that I was having the phone with me. This is so professional. Like, clearly. But yeah, like I said, I don't really have much time for high production stuff. This time, oh my goodness. Why does this always happen when I record something? Like, do you know that? How would that look like from the side though? Then maybe I should put the statue in front, in the frontal view. So the hand is pretty flat here. They are holding something, and I also want the statue to do that. Oh my god, this is hard. Why is this so hard? It doesn't even have to have a natural anatomy. It's just... But still needs to look somewhat good, and I'm feeling it completely. So yeah. I have a lot of cool ideas actually for YouTube videos. I guess I will not run out of ideas for videos for a very long time because I already have quite the list in my head of things that I want to do. And I hope I will get to a lot of them next year. Because this year I really don't know how much I can still get done. Maybe this will be even the last video of this year that you will be seeing because I don't have a lot of time. I only have time for private stuff on Sundays. Other days I always try to put a lot of time into my current commissions, especially one of them because it's a very time consuming one, and even though my client doesn't have an actual deadline, losing my words here, she still has some kind of hopes and expectations on when it should be done. So I'm quite anxious to also get it done, you know. Something like this. There aren't really bad ideas here. We are brainstorming. Everything is okay. Maybe she's also having the other hand like this. So sorry if you can hear that. I'm of course not alone. Like this feels even weirder. So it can look like stones. It's kind of the hard part for me, actually. It doesn't look realistic, but like a realistic stature. How am I doing the eyes? Maybe also some kind of neck stuff, I don't know. Don't make it too organic looking. Oh, it's hard. Anyway, so I have quite a lot to do right now. And I also would like to maybe go on hiatus on purpose this time in order to recreate a lot of videos. So I have some kind of a bank for my YouTube stuff. I would like to have at least 3 videos already finished and put up for a specific time. So I then have time to work on bigger projects. I really want to get to the crafting projects for my room. Like those of you who have seen my face reveal, which was also a room tour, a studio tour, might remember that I have quite some ideas to make this place even more whimsical. Like I have this tree behind me that still is more like an excuse for a tree. It's still basically just a cardboard tube. And I kind of want to change that. Maybe you can't see the feet. Maybe they are tucked beneath. A sculpture can also have artistic freedom, right? Like, why not? Oh my god, perspective. No. You got me again. It's perspective. Oh no. I'm surprised, Terra, you want to do a whole illustration in a really big environment. You're still scared of perspective. Like this, that will be interesting. So I'll try to use them here. Not going too much with that. It's kind of coming together. Oh, what I also want to do is like I finally started with my little gouache journey, which I want to do for quite a while, but I don't have as much footage yet. I need to do a bit more of that, but like I said, I currently don't have that much time to record things for YouTube, so yeah. But as soon as I'm done with this one very specific illustration, it's not an illustration, but with this one very specific commission, I will do a really big behind the scenes video of that. Excuse that. I wanted to have my phone next to me because of the references, but of course I completely forgot to turn off the sounds. Okay. I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm getting better, I swear. It's just, there's a lot in my mind right now. Good old money worries, as usual. This time it's really, yeah. Really hard. Maybe that's a good time to mention that I have finally a spread shop. Woo! Like, I decided to go off from Redbubble because they kind of like, they're screwing people over now. I mean, that's okay for print on demand, that the print on demand factory is taking in the most income because they are doing the most work. But taking 90%, and then if you think about it, what you earn is still getting a fee by PayPal, so you get even less out of this. And Spreadshop is giving me quite some percentages. I forgot how much it is, but I think it was like 25% or something like that, which is quite a lot, I think. I'm not so good with percentages, math and stuff, you know. But as far as I'm understanding, that's quite good. Like, it really is. And I also know they have quite good quality. I couldn't buy any of the products myself yet. But I have a t-shirt with the design from someone else. And I must say, I'm quite fond of the quality, and I'm also only hearing good stuff about them, so. I'm going with them now. The only thing that I think is kind of sad is that they don't seem to have paper goods. I mean, you have stickers, but that's basically it. There are no notebooks or prints or postcards, and this is what I'm missing, because a lot of my illustrations would look better on something like that, you know, and not on a t-shirt, because a lot of my illustrations, they just go from one part of the page to the other, of the sheet to the other. There's not really some kind of a good looking frame around it or so. It's just basically from edge to edge, you know what I mean? So it's the entire page. And when you put that on the shirt, you have those clear straight edges around the whole image, and it looks kind of weird on a t-shirt, I feel like. So a lot of my illustrations don't really work on a t-shirt that good. That was kind of cool. I don't know. But yeah, I still really like how my designs that I came up with look like on the stuff that they have. I finally figured out how to make them look good, at least some of them. I think one of my favorites so far is the Crazy Flamingo. I definitely get one of these myself. I will put a few of them on screen right now. And of course the link to the shop will be in the description, so if you want to help me out a little bit, or if you just, you know, looking for something really fun or cool, and you can check that out. I just a few hours before I started to record this put up a new design, which I also really like. It's this little raven with a donut. I love that little guy. Yeah. By the way, I hope you can excuse how my nails look like, in case you can see that too good. Not taking care of them as much as I should do recently, because I'm so caught up in my work. How should the black look like? I don't want to directly copy the design of the one that I saw. Make my own thing. Be something like this. Is this okay for you guys? Like, is this thrilling content? Yeah, well, definitely not thrilling, but does this give you something? I don't know. Oh god, it's really hard to keep consistent, but it might be an idea. I might be a bit too impatient for that. Maybe I will once in a while speed that up a bit, so it's not getting too boring for you to watch. But I won't edit too much in here. It's supposed to be something that's quick, you know. Just having a chill time with you guys. might give you a general idea about how entertaining I will be when I have my very first live stream, which I'm still planning on doing. But yeah, currently there's a time problem and also there are some technical issues. OBS is constantly crashing on me, and it's not only the system, it's the entire PC that's crashing when I use that, so I need to wait until I have the other computer. But those are concerns for another time, because currently I'm quite anxious right now. Next payment for the insurance is coming up, and I'm not really having the full cover of that right now. It's making me a little bit nervous, so I'm just sketching to have a good time with you, to get my mind off those things. What was that? You hear that? Oh, maybe something like this? What do you think? Kind of looks like a statue, right? Could be something. I'm still not quite sure about the whole layout of the illustration. First I thought about something like, I think you can't really tell what this is, but basically having this upwards angle, like you looking from his foot slightly upwards, and he's facing into the other direction and is on its way to this building in the distance. But the problem with that is this way you can't really see that it's a scarecrow, and then people don't see that I have this prompt in there. So yeah. So what do you think? This fella or this one? He looks a bit more sad and spooky, and he looks a bit more friendly. Maybe I will do a mixture of them. I feel like that looks a bit more realistic. Like it's a dark fantasy illustration, but I still want it to look like a real scene. Like have the realistic style to it. So I make the fantasy stuff believable, you know. That's why even though this looks really cute, I thought it still looks a little bit too cartoony, but it's also really hard to make a scarecrow look realistic. And I'm not sure, do I keep it in black and white, like for the sake of Inktober, or do I make it in color? Both things sound like a lot of fun. Yeah, I think I might go with the just ink thing. He's laughing about something. Seems to have found a really funny thing to watch. This is bad timing. I wanted to start this hours ago, and then I went over into the living room. I actually went to the kitchen, but across the living room to get a nice drink. And Kevin had the TV on, and then I saw that there are new episodes from X Factor. Like, you know, this really old thing from the 90s? Where they show you some supernatural or unbelievable stories, and then you have to figure out which one is a true story and which one is a fake one. And they actually have new episodes. I feel like someone already told me that in some kind of live chat, and I completely forgot that. And then I saw that, and yeah, I immediately was glued to the screen. I couldn't leave, and there was like 3 episodes in a row. And so now it's super late, and I was even thinking, do I really want to do this right now, or do I want to keep this for another day? So I really like that. It's really nice. So let's see, what kind of other prompt do I need to figure out? There's of course the backpack. Do we want to design that next, or what else do we have? Yeah, backpack is the first one. We also have snacks. He needs to have snacks with him. I really don't know. I guess I will go with some kind of a campfire scene. Like there's this statue and he's having a little camping session besides it. And you see this thing in the distance, which stands for remote and for reach me. Then you can have some snacks, but he also needs to have a journal, and the best way to show that is when he's journaling. And you also need to put his violin somewhere, because we have a violin as one of the prompts. Where is it? Let's see, it's day 30. And I thought, okay, I can incorporate that into his character. If he is some kind of a traveler that lives through the moment, and maybe he's paying or sustaining himself by just, you know, playing the violin on the street and getting some money for that. Like, that could be a thing. But I really don't know. Maybe he could also have the journal on his couch, but in his lap, but he's currently playing the violin. But then I have to find really good references to someone playing the violin. This is quite hard. I mean, I could get away with a lot of things, because his hands will look a little bit like this, I feel like. Still like normal hands, but still a little bit fuzzy. Almost like, you know, a Dr. Seuss character. You usually do have these hands, right? So maybe I don't need to go that accurate with it. I'm not sure. I'm not so fond of his outfit yet. I feel like there's something missing. It looks like the outfit of a scarecrow, but still doesn't have that much personality yet. Getting a little bit overwhelmed. I may just start with designing the backpack. First we start with some kind of a shape without any reference. I feel like it should be an old-fashioned model. It shouldn't look too modern. Doesn't really fit into this fantasy world, I feel like. Okay. I think it should be quite a big one, like sleeping bag or something. description, but now I really have to look up some references. Let's see what we get. Google uses a lot of AI images these days, so it's sometimes really hard to... Oh hey, this one is really cool, right? You can take something from that. Of course, so we have definitely have the club and this opening up here that's attached to this part, and we have this part right here. Yeah, right, there could also be another, there should be another opening, right? This one has stuff, has bags on the side. I really like that. Should look a little bit older and torn apart, I feel like, because this guy is traveling a lot. Could this be attached? Let's see that. Yeah, maybe a bit more of the round approach, that's nice. And yeah, a stripe in the middle instead of... That's quite nice. I like that. Come on. What's so hard about a back? It's quite organic. So it shouldn't be that hard for me, right? Every artwork has an ugly stage. Need to keep that in mind. Oh, and I went silent again. Sorry. Where do you think the sun should go? Maybe here? Something like this. Oh, now it looks like a flower. Oh, you can't see that as good, right? Should zoom in a bit. Yeah. General idea for the sun. something like this. It's not quite looking like how I imagine it. Something specific in mind. I guess that's working. I really hope I'm not too boring for you guys, but hey, maybe you found something that you can do alongside with me. Would be quite happy to read my comments of what you did while I did this. Did you just watch me draw, or did you do something on your own while you were listening to me and to a lot of music because I went silent? Yeah, this still needs a lot of work, but I feel like my head is not really in that right now. Boots, binoculars, oh, track, passport. All of these little details. He definitely has a passport with him, but it's most probably in his backpack. Like, he has no reason to put that out, so I can't really incorporate that into the artwork, I feel like visually in a visible way. I mean, you could have it hanging around his neck, but come on, who's that dad? Be quite stupid. Nomadic is already in there because he lives a nomadic life, so hiking is in there. Exotic. This is exotic. The whole area that he is exploring is also exotic, so what's Uncharted again? Camp. Yeah, he's camping at the fireplace. Oh, rust. Do they mean actual rust? Like, deposits on metal? Or wait a second. Apparently, they mean rust, rusty, rust. Ooh, I have no clue how to incorporate that. I mean, you could also interpret it in a way that he's feeling rusty, that's why he needs to rest. You know. Otherwise, I still don't have an idea. The snacks, I would say, could be on a stick. They could be on a stick at the fireplace. Like some marshmallows or something like that. Who knows what these straws eat, right? out of frame again. Really? Why does this keep happening to me? Do you guys have any kind of tips for that? How am I focusing on what I'm drawing, but also focusing on staying in frame? It happens so often to me. So yeah, this roasting there. I feel like the passport is the hardest to incorporate because there's no reason for him to having that out. It's definitely inside the backpack. So yeah, don't know. Road is somewhere here, I feel like. Whew. This spread is looking quite nice, I feel. You could also try to figure out how the trees will look like in that environment. Oh, it's just a little exercise basically. Wait, just zoom in a bit. Show you. I actually was thinking more about like jungle trees. Should get some references for that. I have a video here. I must say it's quite relaxing. To me at least. But this is one of the reasons why I usually like to record things when I'm alone at home. Because I don't want to constantly go up and tell my boyfriend that he needs to be quiet or anything like that. Shouldn't feel too restricted, you know? Trees have been fun. Looks about right. Maybe some leons like this. I completely forgot how that was with Liana's, like, is this a symbiotic relationship with the tree, or are they like IV? I really can't remember. I need to look that up. Yeah, I want some jungle vibes here, of course, because it's supposed to look exotic. So, which also means that our fellow here needs to look really out of place. And I feel like his mermaid plush kind of clothing convey that idea. What do you think? I feel like I'm onto something. Can't wait to actually start with that illustration, but here, for that one I definitely need to plan a bit more ahead, because there's still some things that I really don't know how to do. And again, I need to find the time to actually do this, But when I actually start working on this project, I will definitely record it and show it to you. But yeah, what else is to come up? Like I said, I'm starting my gouache journey, and as soon as I have time to record more footage of this, I will continue with that. And as soon as I have enough that's worth for a video, I will show it to you. Color Pencil Illustrator tries out gouache for the first time. A little spoiler, I still suck at this medium, but I'm already having a lot of fun. Like, I'm really falling in love with it. I can see myself getting quite involved into that and wanting to actually learn this in order to incorporate that into my professional work one day. I'm not a painter, I'm more of a drawer, but still give painting a little bit of a shot, or at least paint mediums and still approach it more like a drawing, I guess. Looks like a friendly fellow, right? And then again, the crafting projects, like I want to do the tree. Then the wall right in front of me. I have a really cool plan for that. Still not quite sure how I will do that, but I have a vision. Let's see if I can get that done somehow. There are also some smaller things that I want to do. Maybe I will also make videos out of that. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I must say I really like how this spread is looking right now. Oh, the cat is for another project, but yeah. That I will also hopefully get to next year. Let's see. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that stature, to be honest. I like it. I know, it has something to it. Maybe I put even more details onto it. I mean, it's an illustration, it's not a comic or animation, so I can put in as many details as I want. I shouldn't go too overboard with it though, but yeah. I think I could really go ham with this one. I definitely didn't think that my first attempt to this, that I would be so pleased with that. honestly, I was worried that I wouldn't get anything done for this video that looks not embarrassing. But yeah, I think I have some good attempts to work from here. Let me know in the comments what you think of my general idea. Like this? I really like this. Maybe I get a good shot for the thumbnail. The good thing is for the cozy draw means I will always use the same thumbnail, just with a different background. So I don't have to draw a lot for this one. But yeah, maybe screenshot that. Still kind of good. But it's pretty light. My brain isn't really capable anymore of coming up with any kind of concept. So I guess I just try to fill out the spread some things. I still need to get better in my shot. It really helps me to calm down a little bit. I mean, the worries aren't done yet, but I mean, at least I have these kind of worries and not something else. Always trying to remind myself that there are other things in life that can be even more draining, and I don't know. Pretty sure I've find some kind of a solution. Oh, by the way, if any of you end up purchasing something from my shop, please show me when you have that and when you're wearing it or using it. Show me some photos. I need to see that. Like, either tag me on Instagram, or when you have my or when you have my contact on Discord, and show it to me there, or in any kind of other way. I need to see that if anyone actually gets one of these designs. Like I said, there are some that I really want to get myself. Actually, design-wise, I want to get all of the designs. but it's different products. But I definitely want to have a hoodie with that crazy flamingo, and I definitely also want to have something with that crown up. I think I love that. By the way, Marina, thank you so much for coming up with this idea. I was struggling quite a lot to find a cool, funny little thing that I could write underneath that. This widespreaded one looks more jungle-like. This one, the crown goes a bit more upwards. Looks a bit more European. Yep, the cat is asking for attention. Oh, I really hope you don't hear that much from the background. My mic is really good at picking up any kind of noise from surroundings. But I only have the Sundays right now. I really hope that the music that I will put underneath will help. Oh yeah, right, I need to design that building for the distance. Oh my goodness. I think about some kind of a pyramid. Meow. Yeah. Meow. Meow. What's that? Huh? Yeah. Now can use any of this footage. Damn. And he's brushing his teeth. Oh boy. We also don't have that much battery left. I'm still recording. That's why I usually do the voiceover separately, but yeah, it wasn't really possible this time. Okay, I'm doing this without the reference right now, just out of memory. I mean, this thing will be in for a distance, so we won't be able to see a lot of this. But I'm already liking the idea so much that I might do a whole illustration series of that. Oh, I don't know. Be kind of cool. This is quite generic, kind of boring. But again, you won't see a lot of details on it's that far away, so I just should focus more on the general shape of this. So maybe he has the journal on his knees, but he's not writing anymore. He's trying to calm himself down by playing the violin, but something distracted him from playing, so he looks up, but he has the violin on his neck still, and and then, you know, and has the stick in the other hand and is looking nervously into that direction. Or I just have the violin leaning on the side, but then the backpack leans on the other side. It's a bit much. It's also quite heavy on that side if I put the statue directly onto that side where he's camping. Either there needs to be another statue over here, or this one statue needs to be just here. So it's a bit more balanced. I don't know. And we still have a little bit of time, but not much actually. I'm really sorry that I wasn't as talkative this time. Like I said, I usually like the approach of doing the voiceover separately, but yeah, time management. Some time issues. I hope you don't mind. But yeah, it's kind of fun. I really like how this red is looking. Hey, you. Yeah. I don't know, did we close that off here? Yeah, we are in the red zone of the battery, so I feel like I will leave that at this point. So thank you guys for watching if you stayed through the end, and that's actually really amazing. I know I wasn't really that entertaining today, but yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, keep creating and stay nice to ravens. Okay, bye.